In the quiet battlefield of human relationships, where words often act as weapons, silence becomes your most profound armor. Remember the old adage, "The tongue has no bones, but is strong enough to break a heart." In mastering the art of what not to say, you wield a form of power that can make even the most indifferent hearts pine for your presence. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, overlooking a vast ocean. Below, the waves crash with ferocious intensity, yet above, the air remains calm, undisturbed. This contrast between turmoil and tranquility mirrors the Stoic mastery of silent strength, a power that influences not through the chaos of noise, but through the commanding presence of peace. This introduction to silent dominion will unravel the subtle yet impactful strategies embedded in dark psychology, intertwined seamlessly with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Here, you will learn not just to exist, but to influence, not merely to react, but to command. They say, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but less spoken is how strategic absence can make the heart grow restless, yearning for the faintest sign of return. In the tapestry of human connections, your withdrawal weaves a compelling narrative of scarcity and value. Like a rare artifact locked away, the less you avail yourself, the more priceless your presence becomes. Consider the enigmatic pull of the moon, governing the tides, yet revealing only a fraction of itself at any time. Your silent retreats echo this lunar mystery, where what is unseen fosters an allure that is impossible to ignore. Each step back you take, like the moon waning, draws others into the gravitational pull of your mystique. Marcus Aurelius, a beacon of Stoic thought, once proclaimed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." True power, therefore, lies not in attempts to shape the world to your desires, but in sculpting yourself into an unshakable pillar of self-reliance and restraint. Embrace the notion that your silence can speak louder than any plea or promise. It is not a void, but a fullness, a strategy that fills the space around you with the echoes of what is not said. In your calm, others find a puzzle they are compelled to solve, a challenge they cannot walk away from. Transforming emotional energy into a strategic asset, you learn to transmute moments of potential weakness into showcases of strength. Like an alchemist turning lead into gold, you turn moments of potential vulnerability into showcases of composure. This transformation does not go unnoticed. As people around you struggle against the currents of their own emotions, your Stoic serenity sets you apart as a lighthouse in a stormy sea. In every moment of controlled silence, you are like a painter who chooses not to fill every inch of the canvas, allowing the empty spaces to speak volumes. The restraint you practice is not a withholding, but an offering, an invitation for others to step forward, to seek, to question. Just as a puppeteer maneuvers strings in the shadows to create compelling movements on stage, you too can subtly manipulate the dynamics of presence and absence to guide others' emotions and actions. This is not about deceit, but about understanding the psychological underpinnings that govern human behavior. By mastering these dark arts within the bounds of ethical conduct, you orchestrate a dance of push and pull that is irresistibly compelling. The strategic withdrawal, the Stoic calm, the deliberate mystery, each element is a thread in the larger tapestry of influence you weave. You become the master of the unseen, moving pieces in a complex game of emotional chess, where each move is calculated to bring you closer to the ultimate triumph, not just to win attention, but to command respect. As you embark on this journey of silent dominion, remember that the greatest victories are those won without a fight. The Stoics taught us that the most profound influence comes from a place of internal strength and self-mastery. Your journey is one of becoming, a process of internalizing the power of restraint and the magnetism of mystery. In silence, you find the strength to transform every setback into an opportunity, every absence into a build-up of anticipation. Let this be your guiding principle, your Stoic mantra. In quietude, I conquer. As we delve deeper into these strategies, prepare to transform not just how you are seen, but how you see yourself. In the quiet reflection of your silent power, you will discover that the most compelling voice is the one that speaks without sound. They'll beg for what you hold back, because in your restraint lies the irresistible promise of what's yet to come. Affirmations are powerful tools that can transform thoughts into reality, molding your mindset to harness the strength within. Each spoken word is a step closer to manifesting your inner power. Here is your affirmation. In my silence, my strength grows. In my strength, they return. I encourage you to write this affirmation in the comments below. Let it be your declaration of personal power and intent. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is invaluable as we work tirelessly to create content that empowers and enlightens you. Let's continue this journey together, transforming challenges into triumphs. Number 1. Creating an experience vacuum. Imagine the silence of a deserted theater after the final act, the lingering echo of applause still vibrating through the air. This emptiness, this palpable void, embodies the essence of creating an experience vacuum in relationships, a potent psychological tactic to make them yearn for the encore that only you can provide. Creating an experience vacuum leverages the natural human inclination to seek what is missing, a longing intensified in the silence left behind by something or someone profoundly impactful. The French philosopher Blaise Pascal once remarked, "Nature abhors a vacuum." In the emotional landscape of a relationship, this aversion manifests as an irresistible pull towards what once filled their days with laughter, warmth, and love. When you strategically withdraw, leaving behind a space filled with memories of shared experiences, you invoke a powerful desire for your return. This tactic is not about mere absence. It is about making your absence felt. It's the art of stepping back at a moment when your presence is most desired, much like a cliffhanger in a gripping series that leaves the audience craving the next episode. Consider the rosebush in winter, stripped of its blooms. The garden feels empty, the air colder, and the scenery less vibrant, setting the stage for a poignant appreciation of the roses that will return in spring. In relationships, your deliberate withdrawal, after a period of deep connection, plants seeds of nostalgia and anticipation, making your partner keenly aware of your absence and eager for your return. Employ this strategy by enhancing the quality of your interactions before you create a vacuum. Engage deeply, share meaningful experiences, and connect on a level that leaves a lingering imprint. Then, subtly begin to reduce your presence, allowing the natural human psychology of missing and longing to take root. Your partner will start to miss those thoughtful conversations, the laughter and the comfort of your presence, creating a vacuum that draws them back towards you. This approach harnesses the principles of dark psychology and Stoicism, teaching you to control not just your actions, but your emotional output. The Stoic practice of emotional restraint and the strategic withholding of your presence can transform the dynamics of your relationship, turning absence into a powerful presence that is felt even when you are not there. As you master the art of creating an experience vacuum, remember that the goal is not to manipulate, but to enhance the appreciation and desire within your relationship. It's about showing the value of your presence by the impact of your absence. This method encourages a deeper recognition of your worth and fosters a stronger, more resilient connection when you reunite. Let this powerful thought guide you. In my absence, my presence is felt even stronger. I encourage you to write this affirmation in the comments below as a declaration of your understanding and implementation of this subtle yet powerful psychological strategy. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support fuels our dedication to bringing you transformative lessons that not only change your relationships, but also empower your entire approach to life. Together, we're creating a community where growth and understanding thrive. Let's continue to explore these profound strategies and transform our lives with the wisdom of dark psychology and Stoicism. Number 2, engaging in reverse psychology. Sometimes the most compelling invitation is the one you never send. This paradox lies at the heart of reverse psychology, a nuanced dance of presence and absence that can reignite the flames of desire in even the most cooling relationships. In the realm of relationships, telling someone they are better off without you might just be the spark that makes them realize they aren't. The art of reverse psychology is not just about saying the opposite of what you mean. It's a sophisticated psychological strategy, similar to the sly fox in Aesop's fables, who declares the grapes he cannot reach to be sour, tempting others to taste them just to prove him wrong. In relationships, this tactic involves a delicate balance of pushing away and pulling close, a maneuver that can make your partner reconsider the value of your presence in their life. Show them that your life is complete without them, and they will fight to be a part of it, reflects a profound understanding of human nature. When you subtly suggest that you are content and whole on your own, it often incites a desire in others to become part of that happiness. It's akin to watching a bird glide effortlessly on the breeze. You long to soar alongside it, not because it needs your company, but because its flight is so enthralling. Imagine you are at a party, laughing heartily in a circle of friends. Across the room, your partner watches, having expected you to pine in their absence. Yet there you are, radiantly unbothered, a picture of self-sufficiency and joy. In this moment, you haven't just told them you're okay alone, you've shown them. This scene acts as a mirror in which they see not just your independence, but the possibility that they are missing out on sharing that joy with you. This strategy leverages a fundamental psychological principle. We pursue what retreats from us. Like the tide that pulls away from the shore, creating a longing for its return, so too does strategic emotional withdrawal create a powerful pull back towards union. The key here is subtlety. It's not about an overt denial of affection, but rather an artful demonstration of self-sufficiency. Reverse psychology in relationships is like painting on a canvas that your partner cannot see, but desperately wants to. Each stroke of independence and contentment draws them in, closer and closer, until they stand right before the masterpiece, eager to be part of the scene. Your life, full of color and vibrancy, becomes a gallery they wish to explore, prompted not by your pleas, but by their newfound appreciation of your worth. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The color of your thoughts dyes your world." If you paint your world as one of fulfillment and self-reliance, you attract people who appreciate and desire the beauty of your independence. This Stoic perspective is not about emotional detachment, but about emotional strength, the power to remain unperturbed by the ebbs and flows of relationships. To master the art of reverse psychology is to understand that sometimes the most powerful way to draw someone in is to show them you can walk alone. Your tranquility and self-contentment echo in the corridors of their mind, a melody so enchanting that they cannot help but follow its tune back to you. Let this affirmation be your anchor. In my tranquility, I draw you back. Write this in the comments below as a testament to your commitment to cultivating a magnetic, serene presence that pulls rather than pushes. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement is invaluable as we strive to create life-changing lessons. Together we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and connection. Let's continue this journey, exploring the depths of relationships and the power of a well-placed pause in our ongoing conversations with those we cherish. Number 3. Enhancing connection with reflective listening. Have you ever felt the magnetic pull of someone who just seems to understand you without you having to say much? Imagine wielding that power in your relationships. Reflective listening is not just about hearing words, it's about absorbing the silent emotions behind them and mirroring them back. This profound level of understanding can transform your relationships, making your silence a canvas where their deepest feelings are projected, recognized, and validated. Being heard is so close to being loved that for the average person, they are almost indistinguishable, noted David Augsburger, highlighting the profound impact of attentive listening. Reflective listening in relationships goes beyond simple acknowledgement. It involves diving into the undercurrents of conversations and surfacing with gems of insight that others might miss. This technique is not just about enhancing communication. It's about deepening connection, making your partner feel seen and valued in ways that words alone cannot achieve. Imagine your relationship as a dance, where every step, spin, and pause is synchronized to a melody only the two of you can hear. In this dance, reflective listening is your rhythm. It guides your movements and aligns your steps with those of your partner. When you listen reflectively, you move beyond the surface of words to the tempo of their emotions, syncing perfectly with their innermost thoughts and feelings. This synchronization is not about manipulation, but about creating a harmony that resonates with both of you, strengthening your bond and making your presence indispensable. As you practice reflective listening, remember that each conversation is an opportunity to forge stronger connections. When your partner speaks, focus intently, not just on their words but on the feelings and intentions behind them. Respond with phrases that show you're not just listening, but also understanding and caring. Statements like, "It sounds like you're really passionate about this," or "You seem really upset about what happened, and that's completely valid," help validate their feelings, showing that you are truly attuned to their emotional state. This attentive engagement acts like a mirror reflecting their own emotions back to them, clarified and acknowledged. This mirroring doesn't just validate them, it elevates their perception of you as someone profoundly connected and genuinely interested in their well-being. Over time, this builds a psychological depth to your relationship, making your moments of silence powerful. In your absence, they remember your attentiveness, your understanding, and how you made them feel understood on a deeper level. Your silence thus becomes filled with the echoes of your past attentiveness, pulling them closer emotionally, even when you're not physically present. Moreover, reflective listening is a cornerstone of Stoic communication, where the focus is on understanding rather than responding. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Apply this Stoic wisdom to listen without judgment, focusing on understanding their perspectives as deeply as possible. This approach not only deepens relationships, but also fortifies your inner strength, helping you remain centered and calm, irrespective of the emotional turbulence you might encounter. As you continue to practice this art, let your relationship be the testament to the transformative power of understanding and silence. Let your silence be filled with the strength of your reflective listening, making your partner yearn for the depth of connection they only find in you. Affirmation: through my silence, I reflect your heart. Write this affirmation in the comments to remind yourself of the power you hold through reflective listening. Every comment strengthens our community, fostering a space of learning and mutual growth. If you found this discussion enlightening, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are dedicated to bringing you life-changing lessons that empower your relationships and personal growth. Let's continue to grow together in silence and strength. Number 4. Mastering time dilation. Have you ever felt time stretch? An hour feeling like a minute when you're with someone special, or a moment apart seeming like an eternity? This psychological twist on our perception of time can be harnessed to profound effect in relationships, creating a longing that's hard to ignore. Imagine being able to stretch the canvas of time, painting your absence in such bold strokes that it leaves an indelible mark on someone's heart. This is the essence of mastering time dilation. Time is a created thing, said Lao Tzu. To say, I don't have time, is like saying, I don't want to. In the context of relationships, how we manage and manipulate time says everything about our intentions and the depth of our connections. When you selectively choose when to speak, how often to appear, and when to vanish, you orchestrate an emotional symphony that plays directly on the heartstrings of your significant other. The rareness of your presence increases your value, making every moment you choose to share or withhold a significant statement of your intrinsic worth. Consider the effect of a well-timed pause in a piece of music. It creates anticipation and highlights the melodious return. Similarly, when you strategically manage your presence in someone's life, your absence becomes a pause that builds anticipation, making your eventual presence all the more powerful and welcome. This manipulation of temporal perception can make the heart grow fonder, or, more accurately, more desperate for your return. In mastering time dilation, you are not just passing moments, you are creating them. By understanding and implementing this in your relationships, you invite a silent, potent dialogue of longing. You become like the moon that doesn't appear every night, but changes tides with its presence. Your partner, accustomed to your pattern, feels the pull of your absence more acutely, each phase of your visibility or invisibility carefully calculated to maintain a gravitational pull on their emotions. This strategy requires a stoic control over one's impulses. The Stoics believed in the power of self-mastery and the importance of living according to nature, which includes the natural ebb and flow of coming together and parting ways in any relationship. By controlling when and how you engage, you mirror the natural cycles that are innately compelling and psychologically influential. But let's not forget, while the pull of your absence draws them in, it's the quality of your presence that will keep them coming back. Each reunion must be impactful, marked by a deep emotional connection that can sustain the next interval of silence. It's about quality over quantity, depth over duration, and connection over constancy. To truly master time dilation, you must live each moment fully when present, making the time spent together rich and memorable. Then, when you step back, those memories begin to act like the slow-burning embers of a fire, keeping the warmth alive even as the flames await your return to rekindle them. So as you navigate the flows of closeness and distance, remember this affirmation. With each pause, I draw them closer. Write this phrase in the comments below as a testament to your mastery of time and relationships. Embrace this power and use it wisely to deepen the connections that enrich your life. If this insight into the psychological manipulation of time resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are dedicated to bringing you transformative lessons that not only challenge your thinking, but also change your life. Let's continue to explore the profound impact we can have on our relationships and ourselves. Together, we can craft a narrative of powerful, enduring love, painted not just with the colors of presence, but also with the art of absence. Number 5. Evoking nostalgia with subtle reminders. Have you ever caught the scent of a familiar perfume wafting through the air, and suddenly a surge of vivid memories brought back moments you thought were forgotten? This is the power of nostalgia, a potent force that can reignite emotions and connections from our past. In relationships, harnessing this force can subtly pull at the heartstrings of a distant partner, compelling them to reconsider the space between you. Nostalgia is the heart's way of reminding you of what you love, as the saying goes. When applied with finesse, these emotional echoes can bridge distances created by silence, drawing your partner back into the warmth of shared memories. Think of nostalgia as the gentle tug on the invisible thread that binds two people together, each shared experience a bead strung upon it, capable of being felt once again when the light of remembrance shines upon it. In the context of dark psychology and Stoicism, evoking nostalgia isn't about manipulation. It's about highlighting the layers of positive shared history that can make your absence felt even more profoundly. It's about creating a narrative that speaks silently but deeply, resonating with the innate human desire to return to what feels like home. This technique is like planting seeds in a garden you once tended together. Even after seasons change, the roots remain, ready to sprout once nurtured. You might begin by sharing a song on social media that was significant to both of you, or perhaps revisiting a place that holds special memories and sharing a reflective yet vague post about it. The key is subtlety. The less direct you are, the more their subconscious works to fill in the gaps, weaving you back into the fabric of their day-to-day thoughts. Your actions should be like the soft strokes of an artist's brush, adding just enough color to the canvas to stir the observer's imagination without revealing the entire picture. As they encounter these triggers, the mind's inherent response is to recreate the emotions associated with those memories. Like the comforting warmth of a soft, faded blanket on a cold night, nostalgia wraps around us, softening our present realities with the gentle reminder of past joys. It's in these moments that the power of your silent presence can be felt most acutely, pulling them back toward you with the gentle gravity of emotion. Utilize this approach not just as a tactic, but as an invitation for introspection and renewal. By activating these dormant feelings, you encourage a dialogue about what was cherished, possibly opening paths to what could be rekindled. This is not about dwelling in the past, but about recognizing its value in constructing a future where both partners see their reflection in the shared pool of their experiences. In executing this strategy, always remain anchored in the principles of Stoicism. Maintain your composure and let your calm demeanor be the backdrop against which these nostalgic scenes play out. Your strength lies in your ability to evoke these feelings without being swayed by them, embodying the Stoic ideal of emotional resilience. As you move forward, remember that the goal is to create a magnetic pull so strong that they are drawn back, not by need, but by a renewed appreciation of your shared history and the silent promise of what could be rediscovered together. Let the power of what was inform the potential of what could be. To all who walk this path of silent strength and subtle reminders, I leave you with this affirmation. Through memories, I beckon, silent yet strong. Write this in the comments to claim your journey back to the heart of what matters. If this message resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are dedicated to sharing insights and strategies that transform personal challenges into opportunities for growth and connection. Together, let's continue to explore the depths of relationships and the power of a well-placed pause in our conversations with the past. Number 6. Interpersonal pacing for emotional synchronization. In the intricate dance of relationships, timing is not just a skill, but an art form, a subtle symphony played between two hearts seeking harmony. Imagine yourself as a musician, where each note you play is attuned to the rhythm of your partner, crafting a melody that resonates deeply within both of you. This is the essence of interpersonal pacing for emotional synchronization, a strategy as timeless as the human experience of connection itself. The renowned philosopher Seneca once remarked, "Time discovers truth." In the realm of relationships, this truth is the emotional sync that emerges when two individuals perfectly align their emotional responses through careful pacing. It's about adjusting your emotional expressions to match or guide your partner's, creating a synchronized dance that leads to deeper understanding and intimacy. Interpersonal pacing is akin to walking through a forest together, where each step is measured not just for its direction, but for its ability to match your partner's stride. With each step taken in sync, the path becomes less arduous, the journey more enjoyable. The goal is not to lead or follow, but to move together in such harmony that it becomes difficult to discern where your emotions end and theirs begin. This synchronization does not happen by chance. It is cultivated with intention and patience. It involves listening intently, not just to the words being spoken, but to the emotions underlying them. When your partner speaks of joy, your response should amplify that joy. When they share sorrow, your understanding can offer solace. This reflective emotional exchange builds a bridge of empathy, reinforcing the connection and making each partner feel profoundly understood and deeply valued. Consider the moon's influence on the tides, a natural and powerful pull that governs the rhythm of the seas. In your relationship, think of yourself as the moon, your emotional pacing the gravitational pull that can bring harmony or stir currents. When done with care, your presence becomes as influential and as subtle as the lunar pull, felt, not forced. As you master this art, each interaction becomes a moment to deepen the bond, to sync your emotional wavelengths. You'll find that this synchronicity builds a foundation of trust and mutual respect. It's about creating a mutual emotional tempo where silence speaks as loudly as words, where the absence of sound is not empty but full of understanding and anticipation. This practice also involves a high level of self-awareness and control, principles deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught that the only thing we can control is ourselves, and that mastery over our own responses is the ultimate freedom. By applying this to your emotional pacing, you align yourself with Stoic thought, turning interactions into opportunities for personal and relational growth. The journey through interpersonal pacing is like sculpting from marble. You must chip away at the rough, uneven edges of miscommunication and misunderstanding to reveal the masterpiece beneath, a relationship defined by mutual understanding and emotional alignment. Let's conclude with a powerful affirmation that encapsulates the spirit of interpersonal pacing. In sync, we strengthen. This simple phrase reminds us of the power that lies in emotional synchronization. I encourage you to write this affirmation in the comments below as a declaration of your commitment to fostering deeper connections through mindful emotional pacing. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is invaluable as we continue to explore and share these transformative insights. Together, let's journey through the intricate dynamics of relationships, empowered by the knowledge that in our understanding and synchronization, we find the strength to not only attract, but deeply connect with those we value most. Number 7. Incorporating philosophical anchoring. In the labyrinth of human relationships, where every emotion and gesture carries the weight of 1,000 words, the art of anchoring oneself philosophically can be as profound as finding an ancient compass in a modern wilderness. This anchor is not merely a tool, but a foundation, a firm ground upon which the towering structures of personal relationships can be built and maintained. To conquer oneself is a greater victory than to conquer thousands in a battle, said Dalai Lama, a reminder that the real challenge and triumph lie in mastering our inner selves before seeking to influence others. Philosophical anchoring in relationships involves integrating deep, timeless truths into our daily interactions, guiding us through the tempestuous seas of human emotion with the steady hand of wisdom. Imagine a ship, weathered and worn, yet unbreakable as it navigates through stormy waters, guided by a star that never wanes. In relationships, this star is the philosophy we choose to live by, be it the Stoic resilience of Marcus Aurelius or the passionate pursuit of truth like Socrates. These philosophies become the bedrock upon which we build our interactions, ensuring that even in silence, our presence is profound and persuasive. Consider the strength of a tree, rooted deeply in the earth, its core stable and strong, yet its branches flexible, dancing with the winds of change. In relationships, philosophical anchoring acts as our roots, keeping us centered amid emotional turmoil while allowing us the flexibility to adapt and respond with grace. This rootedness doesn't just stabilize us, it attracts others, compelling them through our unspoken strength and unwavering presence. They return, drawn not by pleas or promises, but by the silent power of our steadfastness. Philosophical anchoring also allows us to employ dark psychology with a moral compass, ensuring that our strategies to make others long for our presence are both effective and ethical. Stoicism teaches us the power of restraint and the value of emotional independence, qualities that magnetize our persona, making our silence a canvas on which others paint their desires. Freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of one's desires, but by the removal of desire, remarked Epictetus. In the context of relationships, this means finding strength not in demands or dependencies, but in self-sufficiency and serenity that beckon others back to our side. As we weave these ancient philosophies into the tapestry of our modern relationships, we create a dynamic where our silence speaks volumes and our absence is a presence felt deeply. Each moment of restraint is a lesson in love and strength, teaching those around us that true power lies not in clamorous demands, but in the quiet confidence of those who know themselves. This philosophical anchoring reshapes not just how we are seen, but how we see ourselves, transforming our interactions from transient exchanges to profound connections. It turns every setback into a setup for a comeback, every silence into a lesson in love, urging those we care about to return not out of need, but out of a newfound respect and yearning for what we represent. Thus, as you move through your day, through your relationships and your challenges, carry with you this affirmation: in my depth, I draw you closer. Let it be a mantra that fortifies your spirit and broadcasts your strength, silently signaling to those who have wandered far that in your tranquility lies a treasure worth returning to. I encourage you to write this affirmation in the comments below as a declaration of your personal power and philosophical depth. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is invaluable as we work tirelessly to create content that empowers and enlightens you, transforming challenges into triumphs. Together, let's continue this journey, deepening our connections and mastering the silent strength that beckons the heart back home. Number 8. Cultivating emotional resilience through strategic silence. In the silent theater of life's relationships, there lies a powerful scene seldom played out on the noisy stage of everyday interactions: strategic silence. It is here, in the quiet pauses and the unspoken, where true emotional resilience is both tested and strengthened. Silence is not the absence of something, but the presence of everything, noted acoustic ecologist Gordon Hempton. In the realm of relationships, silence can indeed be everything, a canvas upon which unspoken affections and steadfast resilience are painted. Silence, when wielded with precision, acts like the cool shadows under a great oak, offering respite from the harsh glare of constant communication. It invites introspection and growth, both for oneself and for the other in the relationship. Imagine for a moment a vast garden where each plant represents a different facet of your life. Silence is like the early morning hours before the dawn breaks, where the world is not asleep, but quietly nurturing the growth that is yet to come. In relationships, such moments of quiet are essential. They allow love and respect to germinate and flourish in the rich soil of mutual understanding and patience. This strategic silence is not about withholding out of spite or insecurity, but about fortifying oneself. It is about being so securely rooted in the ground of one's being that you are unshakable, like a lighthouse standing firm against the crashing waves, providing guidance not through its frantic waving, but through its unwavering presence. Stoicism teaches us this very principle. Be like the promontory against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it, said Marcus Aurelius. In your relationships, let your silence be your promontory, standing firm and turning the chaotic waves of everyday grievances into a calmed sea. Utilizing silence strategically in your relationships can create a compelling allure. It's a sophisticated dance, a step back that can make the heart advance. Consider the mysterious depth of the ocean. It's not the shallow waters that captivate the sailor's heart. It's the unexplored depths. In your relationship, let your silence beckon, inviting your partner to delve plus profond to the enigma that is you. By not flooding the silence with unnecessary words, you provide the space for your partner to ponder, to miss, and to desire the sound of your voice and the light of your presence. In this silent space, resilience is both required and built. The Stoics believed that it is not our emotions themselves that disturb us, but our reactions to these emotions. By choosing silence over reaction, you cultivate a fortress of calm within yourself. This fortress does not isolate you from the person you care about, but rather protects the sanctity of your shared bond, allowing only genuine emotions and responses to pass through its gates. As you navigate the ebb and flow of your relationships, Remember that every moment of silence is an opportunity to strengthen the ties that bind. Like the moon's invisible pull on the tides, your silent moments have the power to draw your partner closer in a profound and elemental way. They begin to seek the comfort of your presence, the strength of your silence, and the peace of your resolve. And now, as we reach the close of this reflection on the silent but mighty power of strategic silence in relationships, let us affirm together, "In my silence, my strength lies." Let this be your mantra, a phrase to carry in your heart as you navigate the waters of your relationships. Write it down in the comments below as a declaration of your commitment to cultivating resilience through silence. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is invaluable as we work tirelessly to create content that empowers and enlightens you, transforming challenges into triumphs. Let's continue this journey together, fostering a community where growth and understanding thrive in the quiet moments of our lives.